Hey there, welcome to today's show. Our scripture today is found in Matthew chapter 16, starting at verse 24. Then Jesus told his disciple, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever would save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul? Or what shall a man give in return for his soul? For the Son of Man is going to come with his angels in the glory of his Father, and then he will repay each person according to what he has done. Truly I say to you, there are some standing here who will not taste death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." And that's today's scripture today. And let's see, where did I leave off? I left off right here. We were at if among thorns I go. There we are. If among thorns I go. Still sometimes here and there let a few roses blow. But thou on earth along the thorny path has gone. There we go. I think you can see it better now. Then lead me after thee, my Lord, thy will be done. And I have a cross. So today's drawing is a cross with roses on it. And I was going to use this as a background for the words. And I was going to show you how I accomplish that. And so in light of that, I have this, I forget what these are called. These are a fine brush that I found on Amazon. And you don't want too much of water, because these will take up a lot of water. And because I'm using watercolor, you want more paint than water. That's what I was trying to say. And so I should have gotten my my color out, and I forgot to do that. And my color will be Da Vinci red tint to go with the stencil part. And so I have over here it's more of a pink than a deep red. And all I have is just a little water. And if it comes out, if the paint comes out light, that's all right. If it comes out dark, that's all right, because I'm going to put the words in black, and I'm going to try and line up to make it like a continuous page. So here we go. Oh, not too much water there. All right. So it should come out then, right? Woo! Okay, careful, take that up. And let's see, I'm just gonna pop that right there, just like that. Uh-oh, I moved it. No! well, hopefully that comes out all right. Just a little bit of water. That's probably too much. Take the extra off. I probably destroyed it. No, not too bad. And then I have to go rinse these off, and I'll be right back. Okay, and here I am. I'm back. It's all dried. What did I do with it? There it is. See, it's all dried, all cleaned off. And I even cleaned the brush. But the brush does stain. I forget what these are called. I will put the link down below. They came off of Amazon. And as you see, you can put watercolor through a stencil, and it's really nice. Okay. And so that part's done. And I'm getting out my Neocolor 2 crayons from Caran D'Ache. Over here, that's why I'm quiet, and I'm getting ready to do, I'm gonna do this over here now while that's drying. And see, hopefully that didn't go through. Not too bad. And do we want red roses or orange looking roses? I think I'm going to go with this color here. Scarlet. We'll have scarlet roses. Okay, and where the fold is, they would be brighter. So we can talk about our scripture reading while I do this, I guess, this morning. And that was really radical to what Jesus said. If anyone will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. And that's really radical, because that's denying yourself, surrendering to God's will by being willing to suffer or even die for him, just like Jesus did on the cross. Not just carrying daily burdens, but dying to self for his sake. And so that's really different. You don't hear the other religions saying that. At least I haven't. I could be wrong there. But to die for others, or dying to self so that you lift others up, that's really what he's saying. Dying to self equals complete surrender to God. It's a total commitment. You're giving up your own will and plans and even life for Jesus, identifying with his rejection and sacrifice. It's a daily choice, a continuous decision to put Jesus first over everything, including personal comfort, desires, and worldly safety, even when it leads to hardship or loss. It distinguishes true followers from fair-weather disciples, meaning those who say they're following Jesus, but they're not really doing anything that proves that they are. It promises that those who lose their life for Christ's sake will find true life. And it's a call to live Christ-focused, others-centered life, even when uncomfortable. It's all about putting God's will first, surrendering to his will, which is basically what this hymn that we're doing is about. This hymn is about God's will, doing God's will, doing what he says, in spite of how difficult it may be. That's why it always says at the end, "My Lord, thy will be done." Oh, that's dry. But I'm over here now coloring in roses. And yes, I know this isn't really a Christmas, New Year oriented thing, but maybe this year, instead of dieting to lose weight, you'll diet. You'll make a New Year's resolution to put Christ first in your life. There's an idea, because all that dieting and such is putting yourself first. What would happen if we put Jesus first? I know, pretty radical, huh? It'd be interesting to see what would happen. I wonder if things would change from the way they are. But not everybody's willing, as it says. It distinguishes true followers from fair-weather disciples. And so that's a little bud right there. And the rest is all leaves and stems. All right, and so the stems on a rose are more of a bluey green, like a teal, a dark teal, but it may even be like an olive green too. That one's too bright. Like these could be like that color. Since these are leaves down here, that's supposed to be a leaf. Nope, not there. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. You see that? That's a boo-boo. I messed up. And this is a group of leaves over here too. And the leaves, maybe I'll make the stems dark. And put that there, because I think, See, I probably should have gone with the olive green. That would probably have looked better. I can mix it in a few of them, but I did that once before back here and I messed it up. And I'll point that out towards the end. And see, there used to be a flower here, but it's all gone now. Oh, and I have that as well. So that's a leaf. That's a leaf. I think that's... I'm gonna make this that color. Okay, and then put in the wood for the cross. See, and that goes up like that. That's part of the wood grain. Oh good, that covers that. I covered my boo-boo there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. And then there's a gouge out of the wood. There's a knot. And I'm trying to make sure you're seeing this. All right. And so I gotta find my brush. There it is. Bring this over here. See, and all I'm using is clear water on the Caran D'Ache Neocolor 2 crayon, and it spreads the crayon around very nicely because they're water soluble. I may have to go back in to separate the this is my first time doing a rose, so without stenciling. So I'm hoping it comes out. But it's in a sketchbook, so it's okay. That's what a sketchbook is for practice. Yes, and It was pretty cold out this morning. Went out to the car this morning and couldn't close one of the doors. Had to bring out the hairdryer to thaw some of the ice. It was like 11 degrees. 7 or 11 degrees. It was kind of crazy cold out there. See, and you can just move the brown around with the water, just enough to give you don't want it dark everywhere. At least I don't. My intent is so that you can see. And there was a leaf there. One there, one there. See that when you start, it goes pretty fast, doesn't it? Uh-oh. There's a boo-boo there, but that's all right. That doesn't bother me too much. Like I said, it's in a sketchbook. Sketchbook is where you practice. Sketchbook doesn't have to be perfect. Art doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a place where you can relax and have a good time. Yes, you'll see some videos on YouTube. The artist, they're even though they're doing a sketchbook, they're like being perfect about it because they want to show their best, I guess. But I figure, you know, it's a sketchbook. It's where you practice. It's where things get heavy, if you know what I mean. That's my take on it anyway. All right, and I see I forgot a... Whoops, I should have took off the... And there it is for that side. The rose might need, the 3 roses might need a little more definition. I'll probably go back in and put black lines in when that dries. But at the moment, I think I want to put the letters in over here. Then lead me after thee, my Lord, thy will be done. So I put the letter T, then lead me lead me. Me is here. Lead me after thee. My Lord, comma, thy will. Thy will be done. And I'll see if I can take you through this verse that we were working on. Okay, this is the beginning. My Jesus, as thou wilt. If among thorns I go. I'm having a difficult time this morning. This was the last video we did. My Jesus, as thou wilt. If among thorns I go. And remember, the thorns was the world. Still, sometimes, here and there, let a few roses blow. And so, see, I tried to make the leaves green here, and it didn't quite work out. And so I just went back and put pink in and left it. Here and there, let a few roses blow. But thou on earth along the thorny path has gone. And over here we have Jesus with a crown of thorns on his head. And the blood's coming down. And I try to make this look like thorns. Then lead me after thee, my Lord, thy will be done. And that may be dry. So I may go back in. To separate. Actually, that don't look too shabby. At least to me. And it's just to define the rose. That's why I put the black in. All right. So I've been really enjoying this, working on this hymn, trying to come up with pictures to go with the words. I hope that you also have been enjoying this series, Artful Hymns, as I called it. See, this is just a little one. Boop, boop. There we go. Yeah. See, maybe I can put so that you know that those are leaves. And there it is. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying this. And I thank my subscribers for subscribing to my video channel, and I'm glad you are watching and enjoying. I may change things up. Don't know if I'll continue on with the next one. Oh, it does come through a little bit, doesn't it? But interestingly, it didn't come through on this side, probably because I used colored pencil there. Anyway, yeah, so I may change things up a bit, or I may continue with this because I'm going on to verse 4 comes next. And I hit the craft paper section. And I'm not really pleased with the craft paper. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. Cast your care upon Jesus, for he cares for you. Thank you.